Our question is the velocity of sound at STP. The velocity of sound at STP is 330 meter per second. The distance covered by the sound in 2 seconds when atmospheric temperature is 30 degrees Celsius will be. Now you have been asked to find the distance. Okay, so first of all you have to understand that first point, what is velocity of the sound, what is the formula of velocity of the sound, that is gamma RT by m, and you can see this is directly proportional to root under temperature. For same gas these three things is constant, that is gamma R and m, so it is root under temperature. Temperature must be absolute temperature. Okay, temperature must be absolute temperature. So what you get here is velocity at how much degrees STP. STP means 27 degrees Celsius, correct? STP means 27 degrees Celsius by velocity at standard temperature and pressure. Yes, and this is the velocity at 30 degree Celsius, and this is your root under temperature. So this is 300 Kelvin and this is 330 Kelvin. Okay, so this velocity at room temperature, standard temperature and pressure is your how much sound given to us is 330 centimeters. So this is 330. Okay, this is 330. This is velocity as 30 degrees Celsius. So this is 30 by 33. So on calculation, velocity at 30 degrees Celsius comes at 0.7 kilometer. Okay, you have to calculate this one, and on calculating this you will get velocity at 30 degrees Celsius is 0.7 kilometer. Okay, generalization of room temperature, you can think of 25 degrees Celsius as well. Okay, 25 degrees Celsius as well. So now next question. Okay, let us see the next question over here. The question is, if the distance between the source of sound and the cliff is s. So distance between source of sound and cliff is how much? S, and the velocity of the sound is v. Velocity of the sound is v. Time taken for to hear the second echo. How many times second echo? So first echo will be here. Suppose a sound is produced here, it will go there and come here, then this is first echo. Again this sound will go there and come here, then this will be second echo. So how many times the distance is traveling? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So distance is 4s. Simply distance is 4s because sound is traveling 4 times between the source and the cliff to give 2 times echo. Yes or not? And the velocity of the sound is simply velocity of the sound is v. And now we are going to calculate what will be the time taken. Simply velocity is distance traveled by time taken. Time taken is distance traveled by velocity. Yes, so time taken is equals to distance traveled by velocity. What is the distance travel here? It is 4 seconds. It is 4s. And this, what is the velocity? This is v, so it is 4s by v. So option D is the correct answer. This was asked in MOE 2012. Let us move to next question. Okay, so next question, this was asked in MOE 2012. MOE 2012. Okay, the question is, the velocity of the sound in water is 1400 meter per second. Okay, velocity of the sound in water is 1400 meter per second. Okay, so velocity of water, this is 1400 meter per second. Okay, next question, density is given to us and the density is 1000 kg per meter cube. 1000 kg per meter cube. Now you are asked what is the bulk modulus. Bulk modulus is actually for the liquids. So we have the velocity of the sound in any medium is given by elastic property by inertial property. Yes or not? Inertial property. What is the elastic property? That is your bulk modulus. What is the inertial property? That is your density. And V. Okay, so you need to find this one. So V square rho is equal to B. Are you getting it? Therefore this is B square rho is equal to B. Or what is V square? This is 1400 square into rho is 1000 is equal to B. Okay, so this is okay, this is 1961234 into 123 is equal to bulk modulus. This is 1.96. There is 4 to 6 into 10 power 9 and by m square is equal to B. So in this this is 1.96 into 10 power 9 Newton per meter square. So option number B is the correct answer. Option number B is the correct answer for it. Okay, let's see the next question over here. What is the question? The angle between the wave particle and wave velocity in the transverse wave. It is quite a simple thing. When we see the wave of the transverse wave, you see the wave is going in this direction. Yes, in this direction, x direction, from 0 to x. In this direction wave is propagating, but the particle is propagating up, either up or down. Yes, so if I see this is how many degree, this is actually 90 degrees. So angle between the wave particle and wave velocity, wave particle and wave velocity in the transverse wave is pi by 2. This is 90 degree. Okay, this was the question of MOE 2010. Okay, I hope you can see the question. Okay, this is the question of MOE 209, and the question is the intensity of sound gets reduced by 10% on passing through a block. Yes or not? Reduced by 10% on passing through the block. If it passes through two such blocks, the intensity of outgoing sound is. Question is, suppose I have two blocks, okay, and the sound passes through these blocks, okay, and by passing through one block, the intensity of sound is reduced by 10%. This is intensity of the sound I. It gets reduced here 10%. Again, by passing through this block also intensity is decreased by 10%. Then the outgoing sound has some I dash intensity. Yes, so what is the intensity of outgoing sound? The question is that. Suppose in first block 10%, okay, so decrease in intensity in first block, okay, decrease in intensity of first block is 10% of I, that is 1 by 10 I. Yes or not? So remaining intensity is, so remaining, now while going in second block, the intensity remaining intensity is I minus I by 10. So it is 9I by 10 is remaining in this block. Again 10% get reduced of earlier what is entering, not this one, what is entering here after this junction. This is 9I by 10 remaining intensity is entering that, and 10% of that will be reduced over here, yes or not, in that block. So decrease I in which block? Second block. So it is 10% of 9I by 10. Are you getting it? So it is your simply 10 by 100 into 9I by 10. So this and this will cancel, and there it is, you have your 9 simply it is your, okay, this is 9 by 100 I, 9 by 100 I. So now remaining intensity I is 9 by 10 I minus 9 by 100 I. So this will be, LCM will be 100, and there will be 90 minus 9 I, this is 81 I by 100. This is the remaining. In terms of percentage, there will be 100% multiplication, and this will be 81%. Yes or not? 81% is the remaining intensity. Is there any problem? Yes or not? It is quite a simple. It is not as hard as we think. This is simple type of question. Okay. Let us move to next question. Look at this question. I hope you can see it. Okay, the question is, sound waves are traveling in medium whose adiabatic elasticity is E1 and isothermal elasticity is E2. The velocity of the sound is proportional to. So you have already read that velocity of the sound is root under gamma p by rho, or this is gamma RT by simply m. Yes or not? This you have already read. Yes. So what you understand here is this P was bulk iso. This is bulk modulus isothermal. In isothermal process, it will be equal to P, and in adiabatic it will be gamma P. Yes or not? Since there is gamma P in the formula, yes or not, in the this velocity of the sound is root under, okay, velocity of the sound is root under P by rho was given by Newton. Yes sir, this is Newton formula, and this is gamma P by rho is your Laplace correction in the Newton. Newton thought that this is the isothermal process. Yes or not? And propagation of sound is isothermal process, but here Laplace has made correction that this is the adiabatic process. So this is adiabatic elasticity. Yes or not? This is E2 by rho. So this is directly proportional to root under E. Sorry, this is E1. Yes, supposed. So this is E1. Are you getting it? Okay. Look at the next question. This is asked in Indian Embassy. Okay, 2012. Indian Embassy 2012 question is this one. Are you getting it? So the question is, radio station has band 30 meter, that is talking about wavelength. Frequency of electromagnetic wave of the station is, frequency simply B is equal to lambda f, and frequency is equal to B by lambda. B is 3 into 10 power 8 by lambda is your 30. Lambda is your 30. So we'll cancel this 3 tens are 30, and this will come as 10 power 7 hertz. 10 power 7 hertz. So it is nearly, so we can say that 10 into 10 power 6, and this is 10, and this is megahertz. Yes or not? So 10 megahertz. Megahertz means 10 power 6. Okay, so it is 10 power 6 is the answer. 10 power 6 is the answer. Okay, any problem? Since it is an electromagnetic wave, the velocity of electromagnetic wave is 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. Okay, so next question. Okay, let's focus on this question. The increase in the velocity of the sound for 1 degree rise in the temperature is, okay, for 1 degree rise in the temperature. So we know that V is root under absolute temperature, yes or not? So this is V at 25 degrees Celsius, that is 298 Kelvin, yes or not? 298 Kelvin. We can suppose it 25 or 27, okay? 298 Kelvin. To velocity at 1 degree Celsius means 299 Kelvin is equal to root under temperature 298 divided by temperature is your 299. This is your 332 divided by velocity at 299 is equal to root under 298. So this is 0 point, sorry, this is 1 point 0, so 10 1 point, this is okay, let me calculate this one first. Okay, it will come 0.99, okay, and dividing 332 by 0.99, so it will be nearly 335, okay. So this is your this will okay, sorry, one sec, this is 298 divided by 299, then this is called this will come as, we will take all the datas, okay, otherwise it will be white. So this is 332 divided by 299 is equal to 0.9967, okay, 0.9967, so it will be 0.9967, so it will come 0.998, come 0.998, okay, sorry, this will come as your 0.998. So 332 divided by 0.998 is equal to V299. So this will come as your 332 divided by 0.998, and this is come V299 is equal to 332.66. So what is the change in velocity? That is, what is the change in velocity? That is V299 minus V298 is equal to 332.66 minus 332, it is 0.66 nearly, yes or not? 0.66 means 0.61, approximately 0.61, okay. Formula is same, but at the time sometime there will be mistake in calculation, so you have to care that, okay. The question is, if 4 gram of helium under STP, standard temperature and pressure, has a volume of 22.4 liter, the speed of sound wave in an atmosphere at 0 degree Celsius and 1 atm pressure is. So you are asked to find the speed of the sound wave. So there is one formula, that is Laplace correction formula, gamma p by rho, or you can apply gamma RT by M, okay, gamma p by rho or gamma RT by M. Again, if we break it, then this will become gamma PB by M. Whichever formula we will use, there will be this or this, okay. I am using this formula, B is equals to gamma RT by M. Since helium is a monoatomic gas, gamma will be 1.66, R will be 8.31 into temperature at 0 degree Celsius. So we'll be using absolute temperature, that is 273 Kelvin, and mass of 4 grams. So it will be 4 into 10 power minus 3 kg. Yes, on solving this will come as 900 nearly 973 meter per second, nearly 973 meter per second. So this is the correct answer, A number 21A. Okay, so next question, look at the question now. Question number 19. If x is equal to a sine omega t plus pi by 6 and x dash is equal to a cos omega t, then what is the phase difference between the wave? What is phase difference? What is phase? What do you mean by phase? Okay, phase is argument of sine E. Okay, argument of sine E in the given wave equation. Okay, in the given wave equation, argument of sine E is called as your phase. Are you getting it? So look here, in case of first wave, x equal to a sine omega t plus pi by 6, its phase 1 is omega t plus pi by 6. Any problem? Second, x a cos omega t, this is x dash, but we need the argument of sine, so this is sine, this is your 90 minus omega t, 90 minus omega t, yes or no? So phase 2 is your pi by 2 minus omega t. What is phase difference? Phase difference, delta phi is equal to phi 2 minus phi 1, and this is pi by 2 minus omega t plus, look here, this is phi 1 omega t plus, sorry, this is minus, yes, so this will be minus, and here also it will be minus pi by 6. So this is omega, there is minus omega t, yes, and there is okay, once pi 2 minus pi 1, so it is pi by 2 minus omega t, and this is your pi by 2. So let's do like this also, this is also possible, yes, pi by 2, this is second quadrant, and second quadrant also this will be positive, so you can write this one, pi by 2 plus omega t, so this will be plus omega t, because in second quadrant also sign is positive. So plus omega t minus omega t will be cancelled, and pi by 2 minus pi by 6. So this is 6, this is 6 pi, this is 3 pi minus pi, or this is 2 pi by 6, or this is pi by 3. So what is the phase difference? This is pi by 3. This is the correct answer. Okay, let us move to next question now. Any problem? Look at this question now. There sound waves are given by y1 equal to a sine omega t minus kx, and y2 is equals to b cos omega t minus kx, and you are asked to find the phase difference. Simply we have to change cos into sine first. So this is b cos, so you can write it sine. Okay, pen just ran out, so we have to change first cos into sine, so make it sine, and this is pi by 2 plus omega t minus x. So what is phi 1 argument of sine? This is omega t minus kx. What is phi 2? This is pi by 2 plus omega t minus kx. So what is the phase difference? Delta phi is equal to phi 2 minus phi 1. And what is phi 2? This is pi by 2 plus omega t minus kx, and this is minus, and phi 1 is minus omega t, and this is minus minus plus kx. Yes, you can put this one, this value substitute, you can substitute the value. So this omega t plus omega t minus omega t plus kx, minus kx is cancelled, answer is pi by 2. So phase difference is pi by 2. Any problem of this? You must not have any problem. Okay, you can see the solutions. Okay, how can I? Okay, can I see it? First of all, change the cos in the term of sine, and then phi 2 minus phi 1. You can take argument. Argument means angle of angle. Yes, in place of angle, what is there? That is the argument. So you can take the argument of it. Look at this. This is also a very important question. Okay, very important question. The question is like this: two waves are represented by y1 equal to a sin omega t plus pi by 6, and y2 is equal to a cos omega t. Their resultant amplitude is, look, when two waves interfere, the resultant amplitude either increases or decreases. Yes, either it is constructive interference or destructive interference. Yes or not? But the important thing is, how can we find the resultant displacement? Resultant displacement is the sum of scalar displacements of each waves. Okay, but amplitude, the sum of amplitude is added factorially. The sum of amplitude is added factorially. Okay, and sum of amplitude is added factorially. So the resultant amplitude has formula a square plus b square plus 2ab cos phi. Okay, cos phi. Phi is the phase difference. Phi is the phase difference. So first of all, we have to find the phase difference. Look over there. Phi 1 from this one, look here, it is omega t plus pi by 6, and phi 2 from here, this will be pi by 2 minus omega t. So this is pi by 2 minus omega t. Why? Because we have to change this cos first of all into sine. So this will be a sine pi by 2 minus omega t. I am choosing in such a way plus minus that omega t and omega t will cancel each other. So delta phi is equal to, this is pi by 2 minus omega t minus omega t minus pi by 6, phi 2 minus phi 1. So omega t, sorry, there it is, there you are 2 minus. Yes, so we have to cancelize, so I am using here, it is plus. Okay, so this will be a sin omega t. Okay, this will be plus. Sorry. This will be plus and this will be minus. Okay, there you are with plus. So this is plus omega t and minus omega t will cancelize each other, and you will have pi by 2 minus pi by 6, and this will be 6. This is 2 pi. Are you getting it? This is 2 pi, so it is pi by 3. Pi by 3 means how much degree? 60 degree. Are you getting it? 60 degree. So let us put there the resultant. Resultant will be root under a square, amplitude 1 square, b is also a, so this will be a square plus 2a into ab, and cos phi is cos 60 degree means 1 by 2. This 2 and this 2 will be cancelled, and you have 3a square. Yes or not? A will come out, and this will be root 3a. This will be root 3. So this C number option is the right option. Is there any problem? I don't think you have to feel any problem in this question. Yes. Okay, next question now. Okay, look at the question. This question, equation of the progressive wave is given by 4 sine pi bracket t by 5 minus x by 9 plus pi by 6. Then which of the following is correct? Velocity is v is 5 centimeter. What is v? V is 5 centimeter. Lambda wavelength is 18 meter. A is amplitude is 0.04 centimeter, and there is frequency is 50 hertz. So given to us is y equal to 4 sine pi bracket t by 5 minus x by 9 plus pi by 6. So we have to compare this equation with the standard wave equation, that is a sine, this is 2 pi. Okay, in the standard equation there is 2 pi, this is t by time period minus x by lambda plus pi. So this is the equation. So what are we getting? When we equalize this equation, then this equation can be modified as 4 sine, we can use 2 pi here, 2 common, so there will be t by 10 minus x by 18. Yes or not? 2 taken, 2 5s are 10, 2 9s are 18 plus pi by 6. So t is equal to 10 second, lambda is equal to 18 meter, amplitude is equal to 4 meter. So in these three, which of you is getting correct answer is lambda is equal to 18 meter? Yes or not? Lambda is equal to 18 meter. Okay. Done. Okay. The next question now is, if the pressure amplitude is increased, tripled, pressure amplitude is tripled, then if the pressure amplitude is tripled, then by what factor the intensity of sound is increased? So the intensity of the sound and pressure amplitude is related as 2 rho v, that is pressure amplitude square by 2 rho v. So you can see that this is directly proportional to the pressure amplitude, and pressure amplitude is increased 3 times, then intensity